So I was listening to the testimony recently of a Christian couple. The man was a Christian pastor, but he began to beat his wife when she said something that triggered him. He beat her nearly to death. She was actually pregnant at the time. I don't know if he knew that, but she was pregnant and he was beating her to death. And she was screaming, crying out for help. And she said it was like he didn't even hear. All she heard from him were these angry grunting sounds, which is clearly a demonic manifestation. She crawled to the bathroom and locked it for safety. When she came out after he calmed down, he had his hands in his head and he said, it was a demonic attack. It wasn't me. It was a demon. And I want to say some things about this. First of all, it was not a demonic attack. People say stuff like that as if a demon was just flying by or walking by or whatever they do, and they jumped on him and made him do something wicked. It was not a demonic attack from the outside. It was a demon from the inside. And this particular man, before he was in Christ, was in a very violent gang. And when you are in a place like that, or if you've participated in murder, you've been involved in violent acts before, and then you come to Christ, that's wonderful news, but you still need to be delivered from that spirit of rage or that spirit of murder or whatever it might be. And obviously this man had not been delivered. He said it was a demonic attack, though. It wasn't a demonic attack as if something came from the outside. It was something on the inside that was triggered. And it was triggered not on its own. The devil enticed him through his pride. It was his pride that was offended that triggered the angry response. So he was actually partnering with the demon. So yes, the demon took control and did much more than he would have allowed it to do, but that's how the devil works. If you give him an inch, he'll take a ruler, as they say. You cannot, the devil doesn't ask for permission. Once you let him in the door, he starts moving around at will. And that's why it's so important to get deliverance. And this man said it was a demonic attack, but it was going to happen again. And it did happen again and again because it was residing in him. And if that's you, if you're dealing with something like that, if you do things, people tell you about things you did and you don't even remember, things you said and you don't remember, it's your responsibility to get deliverance. Because if you don't, it means that there is a part of you that is in agreement with that demon, because demons always bring power, like the power to intimidate, the power to put people in fear so that they submit to you. And I'm aware of that temptation because I've experienced that in my own life, and I've had to renounce that myself, the desire to control through intimidation, which is witchcraft. If that is you, it is your responsibility to get deliverance. Otherwise, you cannot blame the demon. You are in partnership with it.